Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Viewer discretion on this one. We're usually kind of goofy and having fun, but this one's a bit of a dark episode.
What it really means is we're going to talk a little bit about the eclipse and totality, where we viewed it in Arkansas.
Stick around.
So I got looking at reserving a few places in Arkansas as we were making our way up to Bentonville to do some biking, and we'll talk about that in a later episode. And it was really hard to book, and that's when we realized that the eclipse was a really big deal. We had a hard time finding reservations anywhere in the state, anywhere close to the line of totality. And we have a subscription to Harvest Host, which allows us to camp and book at a few farms and wineries and breweries and stuff like that. And I ended up calling one of the people in Arkansas that had a farm. And when I chatted with him, he said, well, I usually have about 3 campers total, but I already have 31. I'm sure we can fit you in. Super great host. I had a great time. He fit, I think, in total 33 campers on his property for the eclipse. He also advised us to arrive early. So we arrived on Saturday and we didn't leave until Tuesday, as he advised us that the roads would be jammed and it would be good to stay put.
And it was kind of nice. We've been on the go a bit. We've been hitting the big cities, so we were forced to just stay put, to mellow out for a few days. And it was a chance to chat with a bunch of other campers that were there on the farm and got some great advice on everything from where to go in Louisiana, where to go mountain biking in Mexico, and locally in Arkansas. We met some great bikers, Eddie and Ginger, that had just been up to Bentonville and had been there a bit. So we had a really good time actually chatting with other folks, and our host even put on a barbecue one night for us. So that was a lot of fun meeting those people. But the person that stole the show was Sunday night. Campers started saying, hey, have you heard about the Polish astronomer who's here? And so this buzz went around the campground. And sure enough, this fellow had flown in from Poland, and he's sort of a science educator. He has like a very popular Facebook page. I'll put a link below in this episode if you want to follow him. It's in Polish, but it can be translated on Facebook. I follow him now. Anyway, this guy had rolled in. He had been driving all over. He'd been in Texas. He was tracking the weather super closely, figuring out where can I get a view in the path of totality. Found himself driving by this farm and saw all these campers and stopped in and asked, would you mind if I slept here with my wife and my daughter so we could catch tomorrow's eclipse? And so he got up the next morning, the day of the eclipse starts with, in the garage at 8:30 a.m., a PowerPoint presentation in English, thankfully, from the Polish astronomer. And it was excellent. He was so jazzed, and he got everybody pretty jazzed for it. We knew it was going to be a pretty special day.
So the day of the eclipse was really interesting. It was great to spend it with these 30-odd campers. There was kids, there was families. It was just a super fun day. We had really clear skies, so it worked out perfect. We had the whole experience. We had over 4 minutes of totality. We had a long time in the dark, which was great. We had a really cool sunset. We had the cooling effect of it going dark because we were quite warm day in Arkansas. And it was really neat to have the Polish astronomer. He kind of gave us a dialogue through the minutes before and during. So that was a lot of fun, and just a really cool experience.
Yeah, he said, watch for the diamonds. Like, the diamond's going to happen in a few seconds. And that was when totality was ending and the moon was shifting off. And just this amazing sparkle on the bottom of the moon. And it looked like a diamond ring. That was really cool. So I appreciated all of this sort of commentary and the heads up on that. That was pretty fun. This is 10 to 2 in the afternoon. So it was just sort of one of those weekends that our trip has had a few of these now where stuff just kind of comes together and weird things happen. You find yourself on a farm with 30 or 40 people and a Polish astronomer, and you have more fun than you could have if you tried to plan it any different way. So a pretty good weekend. But as relaxing and enjoyable as that was, we've got a bit more of an active time coming up in the next few days. In the next episode, where are we headed next?
So we're heading to Bentonville, Arkansas, which is the home of Walmart and also home of world-class mountain biking trails. So stay tuned to see some of that.
Thanks for tuning in. Hit like and subscribe. See you on the trails.